Everyone, welcome to the show. I have an update to share about 5 of Trump's Capitol insurrectionists. It's time for a special episode of Where Are They Now?
Matthew Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
So I have 5 more convictions to report. These all just happened this week within the last couple of days. First up is 48-year-old Virginia resident Markus Maly, or Maly, not sure how you pronounce it. I'm going to say Maly. Maly's trial began this week, and it was expected to last through Friday, but the jury came back with a verdict shortly after the trial ended because there was so much irrefutable evidence between the testimony from officers, lots of video evidence. Maly was found guilty on all counts, which are civil disorder, assaulting officers using a dangerous weapon, entering restricted grounds with a deadly or dangerous weapon, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, one of which also includes an increased penalty for use of a deadly or dangerous weapon, and also 2 counts of physical violence, one again, which also includes an increased penalty for the use of a deadly or dangerous weapon. So Maly is facing up to 20 years in prison. His sentencing hasn't been scheduled yet. Next is 49-year-old Peter Schwartz of Pennsylvania. Schwartz was listed as a co-defendant of Maly, even though they didn't know each other prior to January 6th. Schwartz also opted for a trial. He was also found guilty on all counts as well. 4 counts of assaulting officers using a dangerous weapon, civil disorder, obstructing an official proceeding, entering restricted grounds with a deadly or dangerous weapon, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, again, one which includes that increased penalty, and then 2 counts of physical violence, again, one of which includes the increased penalty for the deadly or dangerous weapon. Schwartz also faces up to 20 years. His sentencing also has not been released yet. Next is 56-year-old California resident Jeffrey Brown. He was another co-defendant in this case. Brown was found guilty of 1 count of assaulting officers using a dangerous weapon, civil disorder, entering restricted grounds, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, and 2 counts of physical violence. As with his co-defendant, even though he was convicted on much lesser crimes, he is also looking at a sentence of up to 20 years because of that assault charge. His sentencing date, like the others, has yet to be determined, and U.S. District Judge Amit Mehta presided over all 3 of these cases. So he's been pretty fair, but he's been tough when it comes to convictions for felonies, especially assaulting officers. So I would say they're probably each looking under federal sentencing guidelines, or each looking at up to like 5 years, but possibly more for Maly because he has a criminal history. As for the other 2, I don't know. I wasn't able to, ascertain if they have a criminal history yet. We'll see when the sentencing memo is released. So the final 2 convictions were made in a stipulated bench trial that was held before Chief U.S. District Judge Beryl Howell. A stipulated bench trial is one in which the judge acts as the jury in the case, but it differs from a traditional bench trial in that the defendants have already admitted to certain facts. So in this case, they admitted to entering a restricted building. The 2 defendants in this case were 22-year-old Luke Bender and 32-year-old Landon Mitchell. They were both originally from Virginia. Bender still lives there. Mitchell has now moved to Texas. On Wednesday, December 7th, both Bender and Mitchell were found guilty on all counts, which included obstructing an official proceeding, entering a restricted building or grounds, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, entering the floor of Congress, and parading or demonstrating in a Capitol. As with the other 3 cases, Bender and Mitchell each face up to 20 years in prison for the felony of obstructing an official proceeding, but we do know that these 2 will be sentenced on March 3rd of next year. So 5 more defendants, 5 more January 6 defendants who wrongly believed that they were part of the silent majority in America and that they did nothing wrong. All of them will be losing years of their lives in prison for a man who never knew their name and doesn't give a damn about them. Such a waste. Such a waste. So they're going to have quite a while in prison to think about it. Anyway, guys, when I hear more, I will let you know. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, subscribe, please donate if you possibly can. It really helps to keep the show going. I greatly appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.